CS.Money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.Money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.Money, the best service for trading your skins.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the StarSeries I-League Season 4 Europe Qualifier. My name is Tom Biz, whatever you want to call me. Well, other than anything rude, preferably. And we're going to be going into our second best of 3 of the day. The first being won by Heroic in convincing 16-6, 16-6 fashion. Now we have the Space Soldiers facing off against EnVyUs, unfortunately. After the major, it seems that we are going through changes. RPK, of course, is a little bit ill as well, or is recovering from being ill, so he is not here either. But it does mean we do have a couple of stand-ins. Now, Haji, someone I've seen before. I like this guy. He's a talented individual. I can't say I know anything about Maka. I'll be brutally honest. In this world, in this game, I don't really know what to expect from him. I'm guessing if he's in instead of one of the other Academy members, I'm going to assume he's pretty good. I'm going to assume that, like, he's not a bad individual, but who knows? No Kyo yet. Kyo has not officially signed with them. I think he's in talks. So, it would be a bit weird if he just went, you know what, you haven't agreed my contract, you haven't bought me, but I'll just play for free. Like, I feel like that might be a bad negotiation strategy for Kiyoshima if he is going to be joining EnVyUs. So, I don't think he would do that. But, yeah, we're going to be going into this best of 3 fairly soon. Map number 1 is going to be, as you can see on your screen, Cash. Number 2, going to be Inferno. And number 3, if we get there, which I believe many of you will probably doubt at this point, will be Cobblestone. So, either way, I feel like Space Soldiers going into this one are going to be very, very happy with the map pool. Now, I think these two teams do pretty much share a map pool. That's why that whenever we had a series with these teams, it was pretty damn good. The thing that worries me a bit, though, is you go, take your way over to HLTV, you click on that Space Soldiers page, you scroll down to Cash, and you can see that they are currently 14 wins in a row on this map, against some pretty decent teams as well, and this has just been a map that's been very, very scary for them. They actually didn't get to play it at the major, and I don't blame any of their opposition for not wanting to play against them. I wouldn't want to play against them. They've beaten SK on this map before, best team in the world, so it's this one. I'll be very surprised if EnVy manage to take this. Very, very surprised. If they do, they will have proven me wrong and made me look like an idiot. But hey, Jeffrey. How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be in the caster chair again, although I suppose in this case the caster chair is the same as my regular chair. It's just that I'm currently casting. Paz is back in the server as well. I think the last time I actually casted Space Soldiers, they had Death Space still, because Paz was... I think he had some sort of family issues or something. I don't really know. I know that there was something that meant he was missing. Which one is game sound? If I was going to take a guess, I would say this one. Try that. You're casting Capacopter. That's news to me. Well, I thought I was casting. Whew. Haji is from the EnVy Academy, and he's actually played with this team before. I think I might have gone a little bit too low. A little bit too low. Let's bring it back up to like. Oh no. But yeah, Haji's from the Academy. I would say probably the best player in the Academy. It's him and VKL, who I've been looking at as sort of the players who, if anybody was going to move up, it would be them. Last time that EnVy needed to stand in, they did actually bring in Haji, so they brought him back. I actually would have no problem with him joining the team in general. I think he's a very good player, and I think that's the whole point of an academy. We saw earlier today with Mertz being brought up into that North lineup. I don't see the problem of doing it again here for EnVyUs. Obviously, plenty of decent French players out there. You've got the 2 currently still in Misfits. Aminek and David Duvek, whose name I very much struggle to say. And, yeah, of course, Kio's still lying about. Everybody's talking about ZywOo. Like, you know you want it. You know you want ZywOo in here. Everybody wants ZywOo in here at this point. But, yeah. Manactaz, I love you too. I love you too. What time is the match beginning? Now! I've just read your name as well. Brilliant. Superb. Maka won against Fnatic in November with Limitless. Oh, he plays for Limitless. I think I've only seen them once or twice. Oh, look at this. Mage even trying to pull out some strats in the knife. It's not worked out for him. I don't think the knife round overly matters. Space Soldiers would probably want to start on that T side. That normally seems to be the case for them. Whereas XMS? XMS has been benched. I do find it a bit peculiar that they benched him before finding another player. But I suppose, if anything, that's the nicer way to do it. They've just gone, look, you're not playing with us anymore. We'll find someone else, rather than going, we've found someone else, get out. I feel like that's worse. Both are bad, but I feel like that is worse. I was actually, I have to say, I'm a little bit disappointed that XMS was removed, because I don't think he wasn't my first choice. You can take from that what you want. Who's Maka? He is someone who played for Limitless. I hope that helps. Young French guy, 20 years old. Maybe this will be a stand-up performance. But either way, he's going to be the utility man in this pistol round. He's got himself the kit and the smoke. On the other side, Calyx is going to be the one picking up all of that utility. And everybody else is just stuck with the Kevlar. Looking like we are lining up for a... Look at this pistol strat! 2 players in mid, just watching the cross from Sixer. And then they got 3 players on the B site. Envy have got this spot on. Absolutely spot on. If they don't win this round now, something's gone severely wrong. But already Happy is going to miss the first shot, doesn't miss the second, manages to take down one. So many players just going to be rambling onto this position, and it is just getting shut down. Major, the only one left alive, sort of holding for rotations. There are no rotations. There are no rotations. Everybody's already there. And Haji will take the head off Major as well. What a wonderful round from Envy. A gamble. And, yeah, absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. If they'd gone A, not so much, but let's move on from that. Yeah, RPK is either sick or recover. I think he was out, maybe out of hospital. I don't know, but he was very, very sick during the major. In fact, to the point where he couldn't play. And I think everybody knows that he would be more than willing to play the major if he could have done. He's out of hospital in Atlanta. He went to an aquarium. Oh, that's nice, at least. No way Envy is winning this match. Yeah, I would be very surprised if they managed to win this. They do have a little... They're going to have a much more pug style anyway, because they've got 2 youngsters in the mix just thrown in for today. But if they did win, you've got to just be like, what? Let's give it a go. You would give anything to replace Sixer with ZywOo. I like the idea of that, but I wouldn't give anything. I feel like that's a bit of a push. Like, I wouldn't give my leg. I like my leg. It's useful. Is this Metas? No. I look a bit like him, though. I look a bit like his emote. Watching you. You have 3 legs. Ah, I see what you did there. You would give your skins. Okay, that's better, Satos. That's more reasonable. That's much more reasonable. Go ping. That's not that bad. Engine, he's sorted at the moment. He's got 16 ping. Why was XMS removed before Sixer? I have no idea. Sixer is your dad. Very young. I would love to see ZywOo in one of these teams, but I think it's more his choice. I think obviously education has come first for him, which I think is pretty reasonable. Smart kid. He's still going to be a beast. He's still beasting everyone, just playing MDL and just ruining people. I love that. He's able to play MDL and still just destroy people with a team that... Like, he basically just carries. I've seen him ace 2 pistols and still lose the game. You're feeling thank you today. I'm glad. I'm glad. Tara's probably is as well. And Sunny. Here we go, though. We are back in. East side have forced up. 4 CZs and, of course, a dirty D on Zontares. EnVyUs lands since he was 9 years old. Although once again, it's back to B. 6 a quart out. Doesn't actually go down. Took an awful lot of tags. Actually re-peeks. Don't re-peek Zontares with a deagle. He doesn't miss that many times. Scream. He's going to get dinked up, but does manage to take down Major at least. However, they're going to try and overwhelm him with these CZs, and that's exactly what Engine will do. The site now belonging to the T side, although Macca's going to at least get one back, turn it into a 3v3, but Engine has picked up a rifle. This is already pretty worrying, especially considering the amount of SMGs that were in the hands of Team EnVyUs. There's Happy and Haji. Double H. Oh, we need one more and it'll be Triple H. There we go, Happy. Managed to get back in, finds one, and a second as well, leaving it all onto Zontares, who takes down Macca, peeks the angle, but Happy will clean things up. A close round, another bomb plant for Space Soldiers, but inevitably it will be Team EnVyUs to win the round. Haji be able to retrieve the other rifle as well. Be interested to see if Space Soldiers may opt to force again. Bomb plant could just allow them to go for some deagles. Probably the smarter of the two choices. Just pick up a few pistols, try and do some more damage, and then maybe get another bomb plant. That'd be perfect. But, you know, there's always going to be that temptation. I do quite like the sort of AK drop buys that you see when the bomb goes down, but not going to be happening this time. Send links. I don't know. Moobot may ban you for that. Have to take the risk yourself. Team are you on? Neither. What do you mean, which team do I think will win? Probably Space Soldiers, but we'll see. Scream. Looking for those taps. Plenty of players to aim at. Bomb may have been spotted as well, but not going to force any rotation from Envy. They should now know that it is only pistols in this round. Much presence over towards the B site. Just going to be Scream there alone at the moment, but with a rotation coming in. Macca there. Rotation coming in from Scream. Got it backwards. T side are going to be gathering up towards A. They still don't have too much to play with, but they do have a couple of smokes, so could realistically smoke off the cross. Maybe even smoke off the other side as well and just try and get as close as humanly possible. Bomb is going to be making its way towards that squeaky position. There's actually nobody actually on the site other than Haji. Happy up above to try and just avoid all of the smokes that are available. But nice shot from Zontares. Again with the deagle able to take down one. Scream. He wants to get onto this site. He does not want to allow another bomb plant. But lots of damage being done. Calyx may be able to finish him off. But Scream surviving with just 15 HP. And now Major is stuck. Not the best spot to be. Of course, he has to die. He doesn't want to survive in this situation unless he gets a bomb plant. It really is not worth it for him, so I think in the last few seconds he'll probably just run straight out and try and do some damage. Scream is low, but it won't matter. A quad kill for the Belgium. Will at least keep majority of their players alive, but still, a couple of players dropped, not much invested. And now they have the full force of Space Soldiers coming right back at them with all of those AKs, plenty of utility, a Molotov on almost every single player as well. Pretty good situation. Macca still going to be stuck on that MP9. Could have upgraded. Decided against him. We may see a little bit of aggression coming out from him. Straight into that squeaky spot. Lots of damage done on the site. However, as already, 6 is going to be low. Haji will be down. Az takes another. Scream actually continue his aggression and taps down another. Brings it into a 3-on-3, although the HP is severely favoring the Space Soldiers at this point. Scream's still in an aggressive position. Can't actually get out just yet because of the Molotov. Eastside just going to slow things right down. Scream even re-peaks. He is feeling confident today. That's something, but it does now leave Sixer alone on the site. He's only got 11 HP. The Molotov even going to force him back a little bit. He can't even afford to touch that Molotov, otherwise he will burn to a crisp. 45 seconds left on the clock, and no real reason for Space Soldiers to overcommit. The mid push now comes in, and it leaves it all onto Happy. He pretty much has to try and do something here because the money just isn't there anymore. He finds Major, at least quick rotation around, turns it into a 2 versus 1. But it's the deadly duo of Calyx and Zontares to try and hold onto this round with Happy the only man left to stop them, and Zontares won't miss that. 3-1, Space Soldiers bounce back, and now all that damage that we saw in the previous round is going to come about as the CT side, well, they've got a decision to make. Do they force it here? No, they don't. They're going to drop some pistols instead. Why not the classic view model? I actually just use the view model that's whatever StarLadder has. They give me a config, I execute it, done. Simple stuff for Tom, because Tom is a simple person. When is the next big tournament? Can I send it to you what, a link? You can tweet at me or DM me on Twitter. It's all open. Mic problem. Do you know what my favorite one? If anybody ever says that they have a TeamSpeak problem, I reckon 99% of the time that some food has been delivered to their house and they're like, do you know what? Just let's call a tech pause. Say it's a TeamSpeak and I'll go get my pizza and I can come back. Because delivery guy he might not leave it. Or they might need the toilet. Like, I don't know about you, but I used to use TeamSpeak a fair bit. It never broke. Like, it never seemed to break as much as, like, all of these players seem to say it breaks. Like, does seem, like, have you seen how many times it's just, TeamSpeak problem? What are you doing? What are you doing? Do you have, like, 4,000 people in the server? Are you going to be casting at WSG Finals? The NA ones that start in a few days? Maybe. Haha, that was very subtle, wasn't it? Yeah, StarLadder events coming up. That's what this is all for, the qualifier. Zontares has gone. Who are the two? He said 2. Who was the second? Zontares and Calyx. Yeah, I think that Space Soldier is definitely going to want to call this pause. Like, Paz has been pretty good, but I don't think he could win this one. I was actually really impressed with Paz during the major. I knew that he was talented, and he's a terrific entry fragger, and some of the strategies you see on maps like Cobble really revolve around him, but he was nuts. Even some of the AWPing he was doing was incredible. There we go, though. Quick fix. Already back. Maybe just a quick reset of the router. Like everything's good, of course. As said, just could be... Wait, what? I was talking about dropped pistols, and then I didn't realize that Scream just bought. What? Like, they're not... They bought in a weird way, actually, because they're not going to be able to buy next round no matter what happens anyway. That just seems like a really odd thing to do. Okay. Something's gone wrong again. Is Scream going to buy up a rifle again? Happened? Did someone crash? Again? Ping? No, ping seems good. Oh no. Okay, Calyx has dropped. There we go. Hopefully I'll get everything sorted. Hard to have the deadly duo of this team if Calyx isn't there. Lives and Germany. NA caster? No, UK caster. That's worse. When rounds get aborted or restarted, they must buy the same thing. See, I feel like that probably is a rule, but I'm pretty sure that lots of people have broken that rule a million times over. I've seen people buy different stuff. UK has some of the best Counter-Strike in the whole of the UK. Trying to think of other regions that I could say that works for, but I can't say Europe. It doesn't work. The funny thing is, some of the best players from the UK are not even from the UK. The great thing about like the Gfinity LAN, wasn't it? It was like the Gfinity LAN was the finals were okay. There was, I think, was there a UK team? Oh yeah, but because the Danes forfeit or something. No, it was Epsilon versus EnVyUs Academy. That was it. So the French versus the Swedes. And then like there was a Danish team in there somewhere as well. Like Team Endpoint. Brilliant. Okay. We're back. Scream has done the same buy. So whoever said that, you were correct. He has bought the same thing. Good. I don't know if their guys on the other side have bought the same thing, because I don't remember what they bought. Haji definitely has, because he's bought down to $1,400 again. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's accurate. So we are back in. Fingers crossed. Third time lucky. No more crashes, please. I haven't seen anybody lagging into walls, so that'll be something. But, it'll be interesting to see what Scream can actually do in this situation, because they cannot buy in the next round, unless they win. They win, then sure. CSGO equals casting. We got Smooya, future best player in the world. Happy is trying his best. He's actually... Oh, go on. That was close. I think he actually hit him there, didn't he? He hit Paz. You're going to run out of bullets, though, Happy, if you keep doing that. Oh, I actually want to... Come on. Keep going. Keep going. You know they're there. They've just opened the door. Worth a shot, Happy. If you can kill somebody through the wall with a deagle, I'll be very impressed. He's actually going to get mollied out, but he's got the smoke to counter it, so he's still going to be in this corner. The rotation from Highway is massive. All of the players are already here from EnVyUs. It is just going to be a straight-out 10-man brawl and Scream. Maka and Haji have all found kills, leaving it on to Zontaris and Calyx. Make it just Calyx, and it worked! What? How did that work? How did that work? Jesus, well, a ridiculous round coming out from EnVyUs. They managed to steal one away. Maybe this will be that one win that somebody gets versus Space, or just a 14-win streak for SS on this map. Maybe it's coming to an end. A few pistols purchased up, but ultimately a save. And Maka's open. Okay. I don't know if that was just a tactical choice for this round, or if Sixer is going back to the rifle. He did use the rifle on this team, remember, when he played with Kenny S, but then again, who's taking an AWP off Kenny S? Other than Happy, of course, in that original iteration of like LDLC/Envy, but Paz does manage to get one. Sixer is doing work with the rifle, of course, only against pistol players. Favorite football team, Tottenham Hotspur. Many of you will now hate me, but I do not care. Oh, he's AWP for Limitless. Okay, well that makes sense then. Oh, that takes AWP over Kenny S. He said he would, but he didn't. He didn't. Kenny was AWPing. No, Maka is Maka. I think Malik might... Yeah, Malik's actually in the server. Spec roll. Calyx the only one left. Don't expect anything here. And it will be 5-1. Envy off to a strong start. Now the buy will be coming back in, but it is still going to be fairly limited for Space Soldiers, either on weaponry or on utility, and they go the utility route. Only Major can afford any sort of nades whatsoever, well, and Paz, who's managed to get a flashbang and a Molotov. Other than that, yeah, it's not too good, and a double AWP setup. Now, Mac has neither of the AWPs, and Happy and Six. I feel like this game is just going to be one of those ones where it's just like, yeah, like, they're just going to sort of muck about a little bit, because they had an AWP stand in, and now he has had the AWP, and now he has neither of the AWPs. But let's just ignore that. Carry on. Up close will be Scream. Heavy mid presence, as they do have a man in the vent. Highway for Happy, and then Scream up close and personal. It is a little bit more of a split setup. Maka looking to try and peek over towards that B site. The other AWP will be the lone man, and oh, I love this spot from Sixer. Up above. You ain't checking that. If you're checking that, you're cheating. I'm just saying. Antares is, however, going to find the entry. Looks for the second, almost gets her, and Calyx is very quick to trade that out, giving the man advantage over to east side. Still a man in middle in the form of Happy. He's got to be careful, because Calyx is just around the corner. As said, they're never going to be checking this. Looking like the T's may have an inkling. There could be a couple of players over here, so they're going to go rotating back towards middle. Look to try and boost a second player up. Maybe cause a bit of a distraction for Happy, who is going to hit that shot. Nails the first. Tries to run away, and the flashbang will cover him. There's only 25 seconds left, and it's actually Sixer up above who gets absolutely ruined. His position will be seen. Unfortunately, he's nowhere to be seen. And now the T's have managed to completely take over this B site. Maka abandoned it, trying to rotate to help his team. Bomb will comfortably be planted. It's down to the CK. Calyx already spots one. Happy does get one with the AWP and hoping for something through the wall. Instead, through the smoke, it's Major to finish him off. 5-2, Space Soldiers back on the board. Once again, the money's in a little bit of a sketchy situation for Team EnVyUs. This is a qualifier. Yeah, I think G2 did. I think G2 won one of the StarSeries events, right? And then NIP won it once. The last one. I don't remember. But yeah, this is a qualifier for the LAN events. The invite teams can already be seen on HLTV. And we are looking for 2 from this European qualifier. 2 will come from NA as well. The invite team is actually solid. The invites are pretty damn good, I will say. I think the only one people might be a little bit upset about are VP, but I love VP, so I don't really have a problem with it. What date does the LAN begin? If I am correct, I think it's the 17th. It's actually a long LAN because it's best of 3 Swiss. So basically, like, it is only first to 2 wins, but pretty good. Here we go, though. CT side this time have opted to save their money, and they have completely stacked the B site, and unfortunately, as luck would have it, Space Soldiers have gone to A. There is absolutely no one here. Well, they may just try and make a little bit of extra money here. They do still have a Mac 10 on engine, so he can probably go hunting a little bit. Scream will spot him out. Don't really want to risk losing this AK of Major. There's a chance for him to get a few eco frags, but in fact, he gets absolutely nothing. That is just a free AK-47. I'm not really sure why he hung around so long. Of course, trying to catch rotations, but they've already won the round. He should have just left, hold on to the AK. Instead, the CTs are going to have a chance, although actually then Sixer goes and peeks wide with the AK and hands it over back to the T's again. So, never mind. Easy come, easy go. Gonna want to try and get this back, but seem too likely. Calyx, smart decision really. Just gonna chuck it away. Oh, actually, Happy catches one. They lose another rifle, but they're just trying to stop it being picked up, and Calyx will do just that. So no save at least for EnVyUs, but they do take down a couple of players. Here comes the buy once again. Maka. He has the AWP. Oh, he hands it over to Happy, so he's been overruled. It looked like he was pretty happy to keep that one, but doesn't seem to be the case. SMG is going to remain on the Space Soldier's side in the hands of Engine. And with no head armor on the other side of things, that may actually not be too much of a problem. Aggression once again, coming in from Haji. He will play close towards middle. And actually, Scream is going to support him. They're going to have 2 players over in this position. Never mind. Make that just 1 as Major kills Scream straight through that smoke. Not the start they were looking for. Well, at least on the CT side. Now their A site defense looks pretty vulnerable. Only 6 are here, trying to play an elevated angle. Be able to take down 1. Trade can be coming in, though, very quick from Calyx. He always seems to be on those trades faster than anybody else. The second damage is done, this man will be there to peek. Actually, a bit of a double smoke coming out, and Happy up above. Again, this elevated position just working out. Leaving it onto Engine. He only has a Mach 10. Definitely not ideal. As I said, there's no head armor, so there you go. A headshot makes things that little bit easier. And he will retrieve an AWP, so there's a chance for him here. 45 seconds left on the clock. Not really in any need to rush. I'm going to try and just get this bomb down. Be careful, because there is a man coming in the flank, unfortunately. Oh, no, wait. The door is actually open. This is perfect for Haji. He can get out here without making any noise at all. Normally, the door would be his burden. Instead, he's going to be right around the corner. I don't know if Engine actually spotted anything here. Peeks out, and he will go down. Nice work from Haji. A little bit of luck going his way with the door. And that will be another round on the board for EnVyUs. 6-3. T-side do get the bomb down, which will give them a little bit of a boost in terms of economy, but still not going to have a huge amount of cash going into this next round. T-side. Or at least going to be able to get a buy, and Paz is just going to be the one to take the hit this time. A pretty quiet game for Paz so far, it has to be said. Sixer will be left. Glass cannon. Oh no, never mind, he bought Kevlar afterwards. I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, it's got $750, why isn't he? Oh, okay, there we go. Towards this B site. Tara is a Major, looking to try and make a bit of a play. Paz, you use that where it is most valuable, up close. Play these tighter angles. I think EnVyUs should pick up Misto. I don't know, I think if they were going to pick up anyone as a primary AWP, a young talent, it has to be Scream from the back. We'll remove Zontaras from play. Major again. Very quick to trade things out. A little bit of aggression coming in from Maka. Just going to play around the edge of the smoke. Mid control is going to be fought for by Calyx, smoking off that Z connector. As in the meantime, will actually face the aggression of Haji, but Engine may be able to catch him if he tries to push back out. However, he doesn't necessarily have to. Such a valuable position, and Maka now finding even more information out for the CT side. This aggression has paid off perfectly. They know it's not towards B. They can even start to gather the fact that it is going to be this hit towards the A site, even rotating Sixer in for the cross. The flank will come in sooner rather than later, and this is just a nice little clean up. Sixer, how do you miss from there? He wasn't even looking. I do remember Washing Machine. Oh god. It's fine, they won the round. He was just trying to scare him. That was the warning shot. That was the warning shot. Trust me, it's the warning shot. Just a solitary flashbang for the Space Soldier. Definitely hasn't been going too well for them so far. 7-3. A map that, as said, they're on a 14 win streak on. This is their home turf. This is where the Space Soldiers live. They're playing up against a team with 2 stand-ins. One of them, Haji, who is performing very, very well indeed. 10-4 at the moment, 4 MVPs. Why weren't you casting the major? I've not got there yet. Not got there yet. They've got too many Brits. That's what it is. They've hit the Brit quota, and I wasn't invited. Sixer will be there to start things off. When Sixer originally joined Envy, he was not an AWPer. And then when Kenny left, he took over the role. Actually took over the AWP as well. I'm pretty sure he is using, or at least used to use, Kenny's magic stick. That sounds a lot less weird in my head than when you say it out loud, and it sounds a bit odd. But yes, I'm pretty sure he was using the Kenny S AWP. Yeah, I saw about then. If the next major's in London, I will be going. Probably as a viewer. Almost definitely as a viewer. But I will go there. Oh, thank you, Simon. I love you too. This is the only game tonight. There was one earlier today. It was Heroic versus Godsent. Heroic absolutely stomped out Godsent there through to the next round. Here we go. 8-3. Half already won by EnVyUs on the CT side. And as said, Space Soldiers normally look stronger on this T side. Zontaro's going to push out. Sixer is stuck in the corner. Still just waiting. But look at that. Paz has just found two as they aggress over towards this squeaky position. A nice opener from him. Leaving just Sixer to try and defend. They're already on the site. He's going to try and be holding off this cross. Calyx peeking out. And too many targets for Sixer to take. He's just going to have to fall back. Question is now, do Envy actually go for this or just try and save onto the weaponry? Do I play any professional level? No. No, I'm awful. I'm awful at Counter-Strike. Yeah. That's what I said. Kenny gave the D-Law to... I didn't think that he stole it. That would be a little bit different. It's like, well, if you're leaving, I'm stealing your... No. It was a present. And thus he took up that AWP mantle. But yeah, this is going to be a straight save from the boys in blue. The Envy guys. They're going to try and hold on to all their weaponry. Make sure they combine to the next round. Still got a pretty decent lead. 4 rounds ahead. And, well, so far it's been difficult for Space Soldiers to actually string words together. Final or best of 5? Or the final of the LAN? Probably not. I don't think people really do best of 5s anymore. Has his weapon. I don't want to know what that is. There are 2 players standing in, yes. Maka and Haji. Back to mid. Sixer starts things off. Engine running across will be taken down. Flashbang actually leaves Calyx a little bit blind, but he will still continue his push forward. Has to watch out for Sixer, but takes his head clean off. Opens up middle and leaves things in a bit more of a 2-2 split. 5s. Oh, okay. I said not many. Best of 5s are cool, but they are draining on the players. I feel like with best of 3s, you get like especially if they go long, like at the major, you get 3 brilliant maps rather than if it goes to 5. The last 2 can sometimes sort of teeter off a little bit. Mid control going to be challenged heavily now by Envy. They've all rotated in to try and take this fight. For a couple of players here. Scream already going to tap one down. Calyx going to be left. Own in the open. Does still manage to find one, but he can't get the second. It's a very quick trade indeed and leaves just Paz in mid. On the other side of things, you got Major trying to make a play over towards this A site. He's got to be careful because Happy's still lurking over towards this forklift position. Paz, however, will be able to find one over towards this B side. He's got to be wary that there's still another player here. And Scream's going to drop the bomb. Leaves it all onto the IGL. And Happy now well positioned to pick off another. MV 9-4. Base Soldiers. What is going on here? I was pretty sure going into this one that it was going to be a clean sweep for Space Soldiers. By the looks of things, going to have to step their game up. Still, they will have enough money this time to buy. The AKs will remain in hand, and actually a decent amount of utility behind it as well. Okay. Bye-bye, Haji. Through the smoke. He's out of there. Happy will be there to rotate into the site to at least leave some level of defense, and Zontares almost gets a taste of his own medicine as he's tagged down to 34 HP. Players remain firmly booted to this B site. Leaving mid fairly open. They're having to play a little bit more of a rotational play from these two players and just sort of gamble. In fact, they've gambled completely. There's nobody on the A side. It is completely clear. That may be a problem in just a moment for EnVyUs as, well, if we look at where all of the players are, run boost across. Nothing being spotted. That's because there's nobody here. Now, Space Soldiers, if they knew that, they would have to be cheating. So it's a good thing that they don't. Here comes that push. Six are trying his best to hold across, but there isn't going to be anything to shoot at. They've smoked it off, left it. Not really much to see, and already Maka's going to go down to the headshot from Zontares. Calyx has to peek out. The Molotov clears his position, but still the man advantage lies with the T side, and they still have to get rid of Zontares from middle at the moment. He's got multiple players coming in from behind, so it will turn into a 3 versus 3 and gives French side a chance. Do have to be wary of this boost. Currently over towards the back. Paz. Well position. Major. Going to find one and go down, but it's Engine to clean up the remaining 2. 9-5. At least another round will go onto the board for Space Soldiers. And the 6th should be coming a little bit easier. However, we've already seen a round stolen away by Envy before. Dream actually going to drop AWP, so they are going to fairly heavy into this one. Maybe Sixer will return the favor with a Deagle or something. In fact, it's going to be an M4. So really, this buy isn't as bad as it could have been. Maka's going to be the one to actually take the glass cannon AWP. Going to go very aggressive indeed. In fact, Engine maybe not expecting such aggression. He's down and out already. However, they continue the aggression, and again, Paz is going to take down both players. Somewhat unnecessary. A third will be there, though. Scream. Quick trade onto Sixer as well. Calyx looking to try and do more damage. Has to be careful of the AWP, but he takes down Scream instead. Now Maka standing. All that remains. Actually rotating towards mid. They've got both sites at this point. A little bit interesting. I don't think they know where Maka is. Maka, I think after hearing all the footsteps over towards B, has got this completely wrong. Felt a little bit bad for him, but yeah, you're wrong, Maka, and now you've got a 1v3 with no kit to try and take on the A site. Bit unfortunate. Calyx even peeks in and just ends his misery. 9-6, a pretty decent half for Envy, considering who they're up against. Space Soldiers on that T side. Come to expect quite a bit more from them. See if they can turn the tide on the CT side. Of course, normally when you have sort of stand-ins like this, it is the CT side that suffers. Of course, Cash, a fairly basic map. It can be a map where most players can slot into a lot of different positions, especially the way that they were playing. It was clear that somebody was calling strats, calling different rounds to play. Like, okay, let's abandon this part of the map. Let's not hold on to A. So, we'll see. But now, well, go on to that T side. Happy can bark the orders at the remainder of the team, and there's a chance here for Envy to actually take this one. I'm quite surprised that this hasn't just been a dominant victory for the side of Space Soldiers. Either way, CT pistols in. Sixer's going to be the one taking the majority of the utility here. Hit and a couple of flashbangs for Engines. Zontares is going to spot out Happy early on in the round, and he gets a little bit of a tag, but not anything too crazy just yet. Side are playing very slow indeed, just waiting for any aggression. Maybe expecting some disrespect from this CT side, not wanting to get caught out. Do have the smoke ready for the cross towards this A site. Players will be here. Paz And Zontares. Lurk player of Maka just waiting over towards the other side of the map. That's another way to work with a stand-in as well. Is just, all right, you go play over there. The rest of us are going to make this hit work. Agi from the academy team, so maybe running similar strategies to what the main team does. There we go. Zontares trying to find something through the smoke. Won't manage anything. Almost shoots his teammate in the back of the head. That would have been interesting. And actually gets dinked down to just 1 HP. Instead, the bomb is not going to be going down. They do have a kit ready. So they have a little bit of extra time to try and take this one. Here we go. Calyx pushing back in already. Finds the first kill. It took a while. Zontares, as said, on his last legs, but he'll still get a kill himself, but they've got to watch out. Happy coming in from behind. He's just going to try and play this perfectly. Not going to shoot until it's absolutely necessary, but there's a man on the bottom. Engine just going for the defuse, but Happy, he finds 3 kills. Unfortunately, the 4th just isn't there. That flank was almost perfect. 9-7. Base soldiers, they're going to be the one with the... Oh, hello. Hello. Hello, Mr. Scream. What's going on here? We've got an AK-47 in the mix. He managed to do some decent damage when he was the only one buying a rifle previously. The headshot machine has been handed. Solitary AK. The rest of the team are going to save. So pretty much all that means is in the next round... Could still... Well, they probably will still invest. Even without a bomb plant. There we go. Zontares flashed in. Scream. Oh. See, Happy going down is not the problem. If Scream had gone down, that would have been very different indeed. He's the one with the AK, but he gets nothing done. Does some damage, but damage wasn't what they were hoping for in this round. Maka will retrieve it. Looking for taps because he has no choice because he doesn't have any armor. Left, well, with very little. Sixer has a flashbang. Another pop flash coming in. Haji. It's left blind. I think Sixer must have been blind as well. Just sat in that corner. However, it won't matter in the end. Now, I am interested to see what they do here. The Happy dropped the AK, so he's the one who's most screwed. Scream could just buy an AK without head armor. And then the rest of the team could just buy AKs. What is going on here? I see, now that I don't like. I feel like if you're going to do that AK drop and have most of the players saved, then you should probably commit in the next round at least. This is a sort of weird, like, mix. But, like, some of those players, for example, Haji could have just bought a CZ armor in the last round and then had a little bit more to play with rather than... It's sort of like, what I feel has happened here is they had a strategy... And then they were either going to commit this round or not. And I feel like they had to decide that in the last round. And then they could have forced a little bit more in the last round rather than doing what they were doing here. Either way, nice shot from Sixer. He'll find one with the CZ. Calyx is going to go down. That's the SMG. And Major's actually only got a pistol. So, okay. This is getting a little bit worrying. Zontares is still ready and waiting. The bomb has been dropped on the other side of the map. So the bait and switch has not worked whatsoever. All the footsteps have been heard in middle. Major will at least retrieve a UMP. The bomb is still down. Still there on the A site. Can I stream VR chat? No. I don't actually know what the crosshair is. It's just part of a config. Haji has spotted one. Zontares is pretty low, but Major is there to help. But Scream, maybe this is possible. He didn't manage to do it with the AK. The nade... Not quite going to reach him either. He's trying to be a little bit sneaky going round the back, take a new position, take a new spot, and he may be able to catch out Major. Well, sorry, Zontares. He's spotted both players now. It's just the time that's really ticking away, and Zontares will close things. But now comes the big buy. The big purchase for this T side. AWP. Bought by Maka. Maybe he's going to be the T-side up. Maybe they'll have a double AWP T-side. I'd be surprised. Yeah. It's not happening. Okay, Six is going to go for an AK instead. But isn't it true that Major's real name is Engine? So if they ever shout Engine, 2 players will look round. Calyx. Only really AWPs on this CT side of Cash. Over towards that B site, he is an absolute tank. And he started things off already. Maka had that AWP. It's gone. Did Sixer not buy because he wanted to pick up the AWP? If that's what he did, that's brilliant. Really, really doubtful of your own team. But somewhat brilliant nonetheless. Happy? He's managed to be a bit sneaky. That's pretty much in his name. That's why he always has a grin on his face. Scream will open up. Round the back comes Happy. Six has found another. This leaves. What? The position of Major. Oh, if he just waited, the bomb was going to walk straight into his hands. Very confusing round. Engine. Oh, he gets decimated. Wonderful stuff from Scream. He hits 3 headshots. Happy with the flank as well, finding one. Happy's actually top of the board at the moment. 22 and 13. But yeah, if that's actually... I want to know if that's what Sixer actually did. He just went, right, guys, look. Mac has bought an AWP. He's not been having a good day. He's 6 and 12. I think he's probably going to die. So I'll just not buy. And just pick up the AWP. If so, that's evil. Brilliant. Because he was right. But evil nonetheless. Here we go, though. Still a buy on both sides. Not a particularly good one for the Space Soldiers. They've still got a couple of UMPs, but they will start things off on Scream. That Hobbit. Cheers. Happy, looking to spray through the door. Doesn't quite connect onto Paz. Envy really don't want to be losing this round. Their money's better than what we see on Space Soldiers at the moment, but it's not going to be anything too impressive. Yeah. Sat in the corner. Has support from Engine, sort of. Hasn't actually spotted anything yet, and Sixer... Maka just looking to try and be a little bit sneaky around this smoke. The scope may give them away, though. Can hear that. Calyx will go down. He was aggressive in A main and leaves just Zontares. I say just Zontares. It's still Zontares. He can do pretty much anything, but the Molotov will force him back. Haji still just trying to sell this. This may just be a fake, because they've still got 2 players over towards the B side. Zontares actually going to miss. Clearly, I jinxed him. Jin is still here. Haji... You jump any higher and you're dead. And he will fall, but this still leaves just Major on the site alone. Doesn't have anybody to support him. He will have to do some magic or at least stay alive. Look at the time. 15 seconds. The flashbang. Absolutely perfect. Leaves the players blind. But Major will go down. They've got to get onto this site. And actually, they'll take down Paz, who'd run through the smoke. If the bomb gets dropped, maybe they lose, but they planted it safe. Happy making sure that nobody could end the round based off just time. Pushing in Engine, will find one, leaving just Maka left, who does have an AWP. Definitely not ideal, and Engine's just going to go for it. He's sticking the defuse, the push comes around, and Maka will win it. A close round for Team EnVyUs. But it will be 11-9. Now, well, it's Space Soldiers who have to take the hit again. The money has been the biggest trouble for Space Soldiers in this game. They've been getting absolutely wrecked economy-wise all the way through. Next to nothing invested. Hoping to do a little bit of damage. Of course, only 1 player survives in the last round for Team EnVyUs, so they want to keep this one as clean as possible. Make sure they can make some extra cash. They are pushing towards the site that has the majority of the Space Soldiers players on it. However, it is also the more open of the 2. Boost up. Zontares gets 1, but Haji is going to spot above and get the trade at least. Happy still trying to push back in. And actually, Engine finds another. They are making this costly indeed. Calyx picks up one of his own. The P2000 is enough, and 3 players dropped. This is somewhat ludicrous considering the investment right down. Nice and slow. Scream turns around, but Major turns it into a 1v1. This should not be happening in this round from Space Soldiers. They have nothing invested. Agi trying to bait in the plant. Be able to get the bomb down. Shouldn't even have to commentate this guy. Finally, he'll put an end to what has been an incredible eco round from Space Soldiers. Here we go, though. A very good chance to reset the economy of Envy here for Space Soldiers. Barely anybody surviving in the last couple of rounds. Lots of highway presence. You could say the highway patrol from the CT side. There's mainly B for the Ts. Waiting to see if there's any aggression out towards that A site. Nothing going to be spotted. And Major is getting itchy feet to try and go for a little bit of a peek. Both him and Calyx around this area. Got anything as of yet? Left on the clock. The T's still just waiting. They're hoping that Space Soldiers go for some sort of information play. Try and find something out. Maybe about to happen. Pot flash going to be thrown in. Calyx goes for the peek and Scream takes him down. Now they look to pounce, knowing there can only be one man left on this site. The rotation is going to be coming in quickly. Major has a lot to do and he gets nothing done. Hits the dink, but it's not enough. And down one by one, Space Soldiers go, leaving only Paz remaining. He's got no choice but to save his gun, and I love that round from Envy. I love that round. Just sheer patience. That's all it was. They know that eventually there's going to be some sort of information play. They know that eventually Space Soldiers are going to want to try and find out where they are, and they do. Peek straight into the hands of Scream. He takes the first, and that's when they execute. (13-9). Could this be the first loss in 14 matches for Space Soldiers on Cash? Find out pretty soon. 13-9. Pistols, all that is in this round for Space Soldiers. They did manage to do quite a bit with just USPs and a P250, so... oh, P2000 even. Looking for the peek in middle. Nothing just yet. Calyx is going to be alone towards the B site. Happy currently waits. Into middle as well. This time Scream will find that opener. Engine is out. So is a lot of the information that Space Soldiers have. They have absolutely no idea where these remaining players are, and Happy, well, taking over the one taps this time as Calyx will be going down. Nobody over towards this B site anymore. A little bit of a rotation. Zontaris still takes one with the Deagle. Like, possible situation. Major's actually retrieved an AK, so that's a nice bonus bit of money the Space Soldiers will be able to take into the next round. And they do have max loss bonus as well, so this is where all of that cash will bolster up. Zontara is still looking for a little bit more, but he'll go down to the hands of Scream. Yeah, it's looking like Envy. 2 stand-ins. About to steal this first map from under the noses of Space Soldiers. Now, the next map is Inferno. It's not a map I would choose if I had a couple of stand-ins, I'll be brutally honest. I think that's a bit of an interesting choice. But compete Space Soldiers on cash. Who knows what they can do on Inferno? Wait, they've still got to finish this off. It definitely isn't over until that fat lady starts singing. This is the first bolstered buy I think we've actually seen from Space Soldiers. They've got themselves utility on every single player. They don't have the AWP, and what just happened there from Major? He was waiting for the flash, didn't expect the aggression, and Scream's just been handed an opening. However, he's now gonna burn! The trade comes in, Major with the martyrdom. He's so good, he trades his own deck. Maka. Try and find some presence over towards this B site. If anybody wants to translate what that says, feel free. I do not speak French. Also, I'm going to be thrown out. Calyx needs to survive because he's the only one there, and he trades his own death as well. That's what Space Soldiers are going for. Just get kills after you die. It's an impressive showing. It's not going to win them any rounds, and the bomb goes back. But look at the position of Paz. Perfectly placed. He's got the bomb. He's the only one left. If he can get rid of Sixer, I don't know why he'd peek this. Wait for Happy. Now he knows where both players are. 25 seconds left on the clock. Actually going to be peeking in to try and take the fight, and Paz wins the duel. Sixer left, and Paz! Instant headshot. He's on the server. He's been a bit quiet so far, but that was an important clutch and a massive round for Space Soldiers to win. But look at their money. It's not good. They're still going to have to force the issue. Chance for Envy to break the economy. Pretty much have themselves set this first map. So going to be thrown out, trying to slow down the push. Lots of players over towards this A site. Paz, this time no heroics from him. He's down within the first few seconds, and already will lose Engine as well. Zantares has to go big here. Not going to get anything done either. He leaves it on to just Calyx and Major, and the question is this even worth going for? Major sure thinks it is. Going to be trying to force the issue, but Scream closes him out as well and leaves just Calyx with his UMP to try and save this map point in the bag. Almost even taking down Calyx as well, who's left on just 5 HP. The rest of the players are surely going to go hunting, try and remove this weapon from his hands. Thank you, Sinzo. I appreciate that. Oh! You could tell Calyx was sweating bullets when that was going through it. Scream comes up behind him anyway. Scream, 27 and 13. Happy 26 and 19. And the stand, like I said, Haji from the academy. He's doing work. R equals low. Okay. This buy is not good. It is sketchy as hell. Let's use the word hell. That was what I was going to say this whole time. You can't prove otherwise. R equals laugh to death. Okay. Three players over towards this A site. One left alone on B. It is the only rifle, so it's understandable why Calyx would be here alone. However, if they are going to be taking this first map, he will need to do some work. But I'm still waiting. A little bit of aggression coming out. I say a little bit. Zantares all the way forward. And because of this, they've taken every single player and put them over this side of the map. Yes, I can do drawings. Aha, that's a circle, guys. However, they have lost a lot of control over towards this B site. Already sat in the back of Checkers. 6-0. He's going to meet Zontares. And it's not a friendly meeting either. He actually takes the second as well. And the bomb. Zontares steps up when you need him. He blinds Scream. And another flash is going to be coming in. Calyx finds another on the other side of the map. And now they go retrieve an AK-47. What is going on? Zontares has no bullets. Oh, that's one of the most painful moments. He's like, okay, I'm going to get the AK. I've got the AK, guys. Oh, it's got no bullets. Damn it. Scream, he only needs one bullet. Unfortunately, in this situation, it's not enough. A big round from Zontares and Calyx. Now we got 4 AKs over on the Space Soldiers side. One of them will be dropped over to Zontares. Oh, God. What is this? Haji has taken a leaf out of the Vega Squadron strat book. You can't buy, Mac 10 will do. To be fair, actually, the French probably did come up with the Mac 10s first. Vega Squadron just perfected it. But here we go. Quick push in. Haji leading the charge, looking for Zontares, and he will find him as well. The flashbang not helping, but Paz will be there to finish off what Zontares started. Did an awful lot of damage with the nades. In fact, he's got an assist on every single kill so far. I would like to know his ADR for that round. I feel like there's a way you can check, isn't it? It's like, is it Q? It is Q. We'll do that once the round ends. I want to see, I'm going to try and work out how much damage he just did. Because he just got a buttload of assists. Major. No, unfortunately that one doesn't have an assist. So can we, so we want damage dealt. Pares. Does anyone want to do the maths for me? 237? 237? Any advances on 237? Let's just assume I'm right. 232. If that's the case, I can't do math. Whatever. I'm not paid for math. Either way, double nade now for Zontares as well. He's starting these rounds off pretty nice. Got from Scream. We'll at least be able to take down one. Oh, okay. Don't peek Scream again. You have the bomb. You've got the bomb. You don't need to. You're fine. No, don't pull your knife out there, for God's sake. Oh, no, he's not getting another one. He's not getting another one. Go on, Calyx. There we go. There we go. 15-13. Have a pause. Tactical pause. Taken to round 29. Get a tactical pause to come in. I love you too, Selix. I love you too. Caster is cool, but where the hell is Rahim? I don't know. Probably on the Great Frag channel, right? Is Caster's reading chat? No, I am just psychic and knew what you were going to say. Oh, God. Zaitsev? I probably read that completely wrong. Hey, Fernando. I'm feeling thank you. There you go. It's been said. It's been said. We're back. The round is underway for Maka once again. Been pretty quiet in this game. Pretty quiet. Hoping that we can see a little bit more from him. We've got more maps to come. Inferno is indefinite. Your name and where are you from? My name is Tom. I'm from London. And if you type exclamation mark caster, haha, you can go to my Twitter because I'm a sellout. Tara's already tagged down to just 1 HP. He's got the AWP now. Not something you normally see from Zantares, and he gets killed through the door anyway. Rest in peace. Good start to the round from Team Envy, though. Andy looking for more door damage. And, whoa, Mage is now down to just 7. Calyx is low as well. Everybody getting tagged at the moment, and this is looking very good indeed for EnVyUs. A team making changes, but not one that we expected to be winning this map. They're so close to doing it. Happy peeks out, takes down Major. Instant headshot, looks for Paz, can't quite capitalize, but he's left this for the fake. Normally we talk about this guy as sort of maybe baiting or like being on the other side of the map at least. Instead, this time he was selling a fake so they could push back in. Scream finds Engine, and now Calyx, he has to pull off an absolute miracle play. It's not happening. Paz in a 1 versus 4. He's pulled off some incredible things before, but I do not believe he'll be able to do this. Scream peeks in, will tag him down to just 13 HP. Haji even watching the angle, and that will be it. Team EnVyUs take map number 1. They break the streak of Space Soldiers. It's been 14 in a row that these guys have won, but not against Envy with 2 stand-ins. What an incredible performance in map number 1. And now they're going to be moving on to Inferno to try and take this through into. Either way, guys, we will be off to a short break. In that time, if you have enjoyed, you can type !caster. And yeah, that will lead you to my Twitter. Give me a cheeky follow, you know, all that good stuff. But as said, we'll be back after a break with map number 2.
CS.money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety, confirm the trade and